Hey there! Ready for another edition of First Pages? I have 2 questions for you today. Do you like music? Do you like romance? If you answered yes to both, then you will love today's story, Only the Beginning by Laramie Briscoe. The crowd screamed loudly, causing her palms to sweat and her heart to race. Harmony Stewart inhaled deeply and then exhaled, letting the breath flow through her. The relaxation technique worked. Shoulders that had been so tight she couldn't even roll them were now loose. It was always like this, she realized. Right before she went up on stage, the nervous energy started, causing her to tense up, not fully being able to appreciate the life she was living. Closing her eyes, she breathed again, feeling her muscles loosen up even more. "Harmony, you're up next." She nodded, glancing at the production tech. "Thanks." Her voice was thin even to her own ears. This was just something that she went through, no matter how many millions of albums she sold or awards she garnered. Looking out onto the stage, she saw the rock group Black Friday finishing up. A fan of the band, she tried to still the heart that threatened to beat out of her chest as they finished their song and walked towards her. The lead singer was the personification of hotness in her opinion. She had always wanted a meeting, but had never been able to approach him when they had been in the same space. This time he would have to walk right by her. Not that she had deluded herself to think he would know who she even was. Pulling her shaking hands to her body, she gripped them hard as the group approached. "Good job, guys," she smiled as they passed her. One by one, they nodded and accepted her smile until she came face to face with Reaper, the lead singer. She only knew his stage name, what she wouldn't give to know his real one. "Thanks. Good luck out there, sweetheart," he smiled widely. His teeth were white and straight. The dimples that she had caught glimpses of in pictures deepened widely in his cheeks. He was tall, much taller than she had originally thought. He towered her over her 5'6" frame, with heels, thank you very much, and the tattoos that traveled down his arms were a feast to her eyes. They were intricate, and she wished she had the time to study them all. Harmony opened her mouth to tell him something else, but he was already gone. Disappointment hit her stomach hard and fast. But at least it had been a start. With any luck, she would see him at some other award show. She heard her cue as she looked back to where the rock band stood, debriefing with some of their management. For just a split second, her eyes met Reaper's, and goosebumps appeared on her arms. If only they'd had more time. Reaper sat with his head back, eyes closed. The night had been long. He never really liked doing these award shows, but their fans were amazing. Even though they didn't have what others called crossover success, they had some of the most rabid fans in the music industry. That, however, didn't change the fact that he was lonely and tired of not having someone beside the members of his band to share his life with. "Who is that cutie that smiled at us as we walked by?" "That was Harmony Stewart," he answered, moving only his lips. "Country singer?" "Yes, dude," he sighed, "the country singer. She's cuter than I imagined. I've only seen her on TV a few times." Reaper sighed again. "Seriously, Train, you're getting on my fucking nerves. Do you have to talk all of the time?" "What's your problem? Do you need to get laid?" Train asked, having a seat next to his friend. "Do you ever get sick of all this?" He lifted his long arms and big hands up, gesturing to the backstage green room they sat in. "Sick of what? The free pussy, the free booze, the amazing trips overseas and around this great nation, playing the music we love every night? I'm ready to do this the rest of my life. Why, aren't you?" Reaper lifted his head up and opened his eyes, staring into the eyes of his friend. "I'm burnt out, not with the music, but with the lifestyle. I need a change, something different to shake things up." "Burnt out? How can you be burnt out?" "It's just..." He ran his fingers through his hair. "We've been on the road for a year. I need something new and exciting in my life. I'm sick of the same girls, the same bus, and the same hotel room." "You're being a moody fucking pansy is what you're being. Do you know how many guys would give their left nut to be where we are?" Train slapped his friend on the shoulder, the disbelief showing on his face. Reaper realized he would get nowhere with his friend. Train dealt with his demons in unhealthy ways, and perhaps tonight wasn't the best time to approach him about this. He couldn't rightfully explain his feelings if he didn't fully understand them himself. Better to just pretend that everything was peachy. "You're right, I'm crazy. I just need some good alcohol and a good cigarette. Let's get to that after party." "Now that's what I'm talking about," the lead guitarist said, grabbing his friend by the arm and ushering him out of the room. Reaper realized that nobody seemed to care what he thought, how he felt, or just how lonely he was. He might as well make the best of what to him was an unbearable situation. "Harmony, Are you changing into the dress that new designer sent you for the after party? I think so, Harmony answered her best friend and assistant, Shell. You need to change now, then. Harmony rolled her eyes and grabbed the hanger from Shell's hand. Yes, ma'am. Used to bossing her friend around, Shell had a seat while Harmony changed. So tell me, did you meet anybody interesting at this award show? I did. Did you see any of the show? I didn't get a chance to, no. I wish I had, but there was a lot going on back here, Shell answered from behind the door that Harmony had closed to change. I'm so sorry, Shell. I know how hard you work, and you'll never fully know how much I appreciate it. You'll be excited to hear that I finally met the guys from Black Friday. Harmony heard the squeal and couldn't help the smile that spread across her face. I am so damn jealous. That lead singer, was he as hot as he looks on TV? Even more so. I actually said a few words to him. Top moment of my life this year. For real. She finished changing and let herself out of the dressing room. Coming out, she turned around in a circle, making sure everything looked okay. For the show, Harmony had wanted to keep it classy, and her dress had been very old Hollywood. This dress, however, was young and fun. Sparkles and glitter reigned. The hot pink color showed off the tan she had been able to get during a short vacation before award season ramped up. Does this look okay? She asked, turning around so Shell could see her from every angle. You look really good. Hoping to meet anybody at this party? You never know, she shrugged. Maybe the guys from Black Friday will be there, and I'll be able to say something else to them. I was kind of a blabbering fool earlier. Are you coming with me? Shell wrinkled her nose up at her friend. I don't know. This hasn't been a stellar day for me. All the more reason for you to raid my closet, find something hot, and come out on the town with me. Why, are you trying to corrupt me? Usually it's the other way around. You're the belle of the country ball, and I'm the one trying to get you to do Jaeger shots, Shell laughed. Maybe I'm ready to let my hair down. It's time. I am 24 years old, and I'm not getting any younger. If I keep going at this pace with this music, I'm not going to be married before 30, and that's never who I wanted to be. I'm the type of girl who wants a boyfriend, wants to be in love. I'm going to have to make that a priority. So, if you want to find out what happens between Harmony and Black Friday's lead singer Reaper, click on the links in the description. Pick up your own copy of Only the Beginning by Laramie Briscoe. It's book number 1 in her Rockin' Country series. As always, thank you for your support of authors. If you like the channel, please subscribe so that you'll know when I post new videos. And as always, happy reading!